UFC Fight Night, Strickland versus Hernandez, is later today, and I wanted to make a quick predictions video, so let's not waste any time. And I am in my car, so if the audio is not great, too bad. First fight, Juliana Miller, Carli Judice. Carli Judice is actually very good. A lot of talent, fun to watch, good technique, smart, because she's learned this very quickly as she was a college softball player. And yeah, she's murked the last two girls she's fought, and the other two fights were wars, very close fights. And yeah, like I don't mind watching her at all. She's a very good prospect. As for Juliana Miller, she's pretty much the complete opposite. She's not very good at all. Fair play, she won tough. Fair play, she won her last fight, which was a must-win, but I think this is going to be a little too much for her. Next fight, Jordan Leavitt, Yadier del Valle. First off, I don't know why the odds are so high for Yadier. I saw he was like minus 400. Like I know he's good, but Jordan Leavitt's good too. He's lost to Paddy Pimblett and Chase Hooper, which are like good fighters, and he's dropping down from lightweight to featherweight. That being said, I'm still gonna go with Yadier, even though like who is he beating? He beat the fraud case, Bulgarian. Does that really count? And he beat Connor Matthews again. Does that really count? I mean, everyone beat him. So, I mean, I'm gonna go with Del Valle though, because like you could tell he's talented, and I think he's gonna be stronger, more physical, more athletic than Jordan Leavitt, and he's gonna be more dangerous on the feet, and he's good on the ground as well. Which Jordan Leavitt's pretty much only ground fighter. So that's my pick. Next one, Phil Rowe, John Paul Lebosnoyani. I don't really know what to think of John Paul. He had a nice knockout on the Contender Series, but that's not really good for gauging how good of an opponent is because it was a really quick fight. It's honestly better to see a decision to tell how good someone is based on that Contender Series. But it was a really nice knockout. But I don't know anything else about him. Like I know he's good jiu-jitsu. Like I remember the Apex was really filled for him. With all the jiu-jitsu boys, the butt boys. But I'm gonna pick him because like I never really want to pick Phil Rowe. Like I don't like he's good, but like I just I see him lose more than win. He loses most of the fight. He has to rely on his athleticism, late rounds usually, to finish his opponents. And I'm gonna trust that John Paul's probably pretty good, and maybe he has a good ground game. That being said, he was a lot smaller than Phil Rowe, so I wouldn't be surprised if Phil Rowe wins. And also, I literally never watched John Paul other than the Contender Series, but I'm just gonna trust the hype because usually it's kind of right. And Phil Rowe kind of, I don't know, his last fight was ass, so I'm not gonna pick him. Next fight, Ramiz Brahimaj, Punahele Soriano. I'm going Punahele. I mean, he's been undefeated, looked great after dropping down to welterweight, 3-0, knocked out the guy on the co-main, which is interesting. As for Ramiz, he's looked like a totally different fighter than when he fought Themba Gorimbo, or when he fought, what's his name, Court McGee. I mean, that's kind of unacceptable losing to Court McGee. Like I know that was a couple years ago, but like still. That being said, I think Punahele's being the better comp than Ramiz, but Ramiz has looked good. Like not gonna lie, this is a close fight. I'm just gonna trust Punahele. because I just think he's beating better people, and he has a great chin, and I don't think Ramiz is really going to be able to finish him. So I'm going to go Puna, I guess, by decision. It's a close fight, though. I wouldn't be surprised if Ramiz won, because he's looked like a totally different fighter recently. Again, kind of not against the best comp. Like, yeah. Next fight, Nora, Cornolle, Joselyne Edwards. I guess it's a rematch. I didn't know. I don't remember the first one. Guess I'll go Joselyne because she's looked really good recently. She's gotten her weight under control. Been knocking girls out. Nora Cornolle, I think she won the first one. I don't remember the fight. Like I said, um, she could win maybe. I don't know. I mean, she won the first one, so of course she could win. I remember her last fight. She fought like ass. I'm just gonna go Joselyne Edwards. She's looked really good recently. I don't really want to talk about this anymore. I am. I got class soon. I'm in a rush. Alden Coria lose Gurule. Okay. I do remember when Louis Gurule made his debut. I said he's one to watch. He's now 0-2. So I don't know what the fuck happened there. I guess I'm a dumbass. I just remember he looked really good in the contender series, beating that Piccinini guy, who was like a big time wrestler. I think I was a little biased because Piccinini he beat a guy I really like to watch on the contender series, and it was a fucking robbery. I think he trained at Sean O'Malley's gym, Duffy, and then Piccinini kind of got destroyed by Gurule, and I was like, wow, this guy's amazing. He's really good. But he's just been 0-2, so I guess I'm wrong. Alden Coria trains with Joshua Van, beat a solid opponent in Alessandro Costa, so I'm gonna go Alden Coria. Usually 0-2 guys don't win again. Next fight, Ori Osbourne, Alibi Idris. This is a tough one, as I didn't watch Tough, so I didn't really see Idris fight at all. I saw in the finale, and he got submitted, but I could tell he was like probably pretty good. Ori Osbourne is the fastest man alive. He's the fastest man in the UFC, but he's always struggled against grapplers, and I think Idris is a grappler. So I'm gonna go with Idris. This is not the most technical pick because again I haven't really seen Idris fight, but I think he's good. And Ori Osbourne, when he's good, it's because of stand up. And in my opinion, he actually beats Steve Versak, which is kind of crazy. And I wouldn't be surprised if he wins because he's honestly looked pretty good recently. But the grappling might be a problem. Headline the prelims: Chidi and Njokuani, Carlos Leal. Honestly, I was going with Leal for a while, but then I realized Carlos Leal is probably not going to shoot, and Njokuani is the most dangerous fighter, in my opinion, in the first minute or first 30 seconds. Very explosive, fucking powerful strikes, terrifying kicks. This is a tough one to pick, but I mean, at welterweight, Njokuani's looked solid. He finished Eliseo Zaleski. Who else? I don't remember who else. Leal's looked good as well, but he got knocked out by a grandpa. A good grandpa, but he was a little too aggressive there. Maybe he'll cool it down here. Maybe he'll be gun shy. This is a tough one to pick, like I said. I'm gonna go with Njokuani. I'm not confident at all, but I kind of like him. And I think if it's just stand up, you're gonna be having some problems because Njokuani's a beast on the feet. Main card: Zach Reese, Michel Pereira. Honestly, I think this is kind of a. I know the odds are like even. Okay, I was about to say this is a no-brainer for Michel Pereira, but then he got knocked out. I forgot he got knocked out like Kyle Dawkins, and Kyle Dawkins literally had only one knockout before in his whole career. So that's like not great. I just think I don't. I Zach Reese, he's good, big, talented, but like I don't think he's that good. And he hasn't really murked anyone. Like or like, oh, he's gonna knock out Pereira. Like he hasn't really knocked it. Oh, he knocked out Julian Marquez, which was a nice knockout, but I don't know. Like he fought Dusko Todorovic and went to decision, and everyone finishes Todorovic. He went to decision with Jose Medina. Um, I don't know, got finished by Cody Brownage. Was getting pieced up by the Mongoose guy. I don't remember his name. His last fight. Got chinned by Bekaev like pretty easily. Like he wasn't shot. I didn't think he would get chinned by, but he went out cold. And Michel Pereira, even though he's lost his last three, he's a dangerous fighter, and we've seen he could fuck guys up. And I think his fucking is better than Zachary's fucking. Clip that. Next fight, Jacoby Smith, Josiah Harrell. Fair play, Josiah Harrell came back from Moya, this brain injury or disease or whatever. It's just short notice. I've never seen him fight before, but I know he's undefeated, so I'm assuming he's pretty good. But Jacoby Smith is a beast, so I have to pick him. I don't really have any much more to say because I don't really know anything about Josiah Harrell except that he has bad genetics for the brain. But they're both undefeated, and he was like 6-0 gonna fight Jack Della, had the brain shit, and he's won like 4 straight since, so that's fair play to him. Next fight, Sergey Spivak, Ante Delia. This is a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Delia because like Spivak getting TKO'd by Almeida, and I remember he kind of gave up in that fight, and I don't like to see that. And he also looked, maybe I'm tripping, but he looked a lot fatter on the scales than he usually is. I could be wrong there. But yeah, Delia just destroyed Tabura, which is pretty impressive. And the Waldo thing, like, that's unlucky because he just got an adrenaline dump. He thought he won the fight, and then just adrenaline dump and gets knocked out right away. I think Delia's good. I think he's going to be a problem on the feet for Spivak, so I'm going to go Delia. Almost done. Danige, Melquizael Costa. Fuck, I actually don't know. I love me some Melky Costa, but Danige is the ultimate rankings gatekeeper. Like he always wins these type of fights, like against Landwehr, Damon Jackson. Who else? I don't know. Other guys. Oh, Sean Woodson, which is actually really impressive how he won that. Fuck, I don't know. Melky is a beast though. Like he's a very good fighter. This is a tough one. But Danige always wins these fights. It's just Danige. He just looked like his last fight against Pitbull. Like I was just like, bro, what are you doing? Like he didn't look locked. He didn't. He did not look locked in. I'm gonna go Costa because he's looked like a beast recently, murking people. And this isn't like Damon Jackson who like won a couple fights in a row, um, but didn't really murk people. Like he kind of got the fluke KO against Pat Sabatini. This isn't like Nate the Train where we all love him, but like we all knew he wasn't gonna win. Or like Sean Woodson where he was on a roll, but he didn't look great at times, like against Alex Caceres, where people thought he lost that one, and against Luis Saldana, like what the fuck. But Melky, like since his loss to what's his name? What is his name? the Green Giant. No, what? The Mean Machine. Steve Garcia. Since his loss, he's literally won like 6 straight. I think he fought 4 times last year, and he's looked incredible. Crazy knockout against Morgan Charrier, which is a crazy thing to do. Been finishing a lot of solid fighters. I'm gonna go Melky by decision. I think he's gonna be a little more active than Ige. I think this could be like a Ige Earl Murphy type of fight. Even though I thought Ige low-key won that one, but yeah, I'm not confident again, but that's my pick. Next one, Jeff Neal, Earl Smedich. I honestly think this should be a pick 'em. I'm kind of worried that Earl Smedich could definitely win, but I was actually earlier today. I was watching some Jeff Neal fights, and although I think he's one of the most overrated fighters in the whole UFC, when he fights people that he knows he's better than, he fucks them up, and he looks like a fucking monster, like the best talent you ever see. But when he fights people who are like, they're good, he like he's kind of gun shy, or like he thinks he might not win this one. He's just like, what are you doing, Jeff Neal? Like, you're better than this. And he recently said he's off that coke, off that booger sugar. I don't know if that's a good thing. It's probably a good thing. And the alcohol, that's a good thing. But I'm still worried because Earl Smedich is a dangerous ass dude. But he has been dropped a lot as well. But I'm gonna go Jeff Neal. I'm going to bet on the fact that he's locked in, and I'm going to hope that he's his old self, where he's like Frank Camacho and just fucking guys up. But I'm not confident at all, to be honest. I could definitely see Earl Smedich winning. I was close to picking him. But anyway, main event: Sean Strickland, Anthony Hernandez. Whoever you think you're gonna win, you have to agree with me on this. Anthony Hernandez should not be this big of a favorite. I saw he was like minus 285. That's incredibly ridiculous. Like, how is that even possible? Like, I know he's looked amazing, but this is Sean Strickland, former champ, who I know he looked like shit in his last fight, but you could argue he had staph and he had a broken arm. And that's an excuse, but excuses are excuses for a reason. Like, he was fucked up. He had a close ass fight with Judice, the first one. I thought he won. And he's pretty much been dominant other than that. Against Izzy, Costa. Well, maybe not. What other fights? Like Cannonier. I thought actually Cannonier won that, but it was a close fight. But just Hernandez, like, the dudes he's absolutely ragdolled and bullied. Delidze and Michel Pereira, like, those guys are not the best. Like, I think Sean Strickland would fuck him up as well. Maybe not the same style. Like, it'd go to decision. But, like, Strickland has. When have you ever seen him get held down? I know you could say the same thing for other guys, but I think Strickland's very good. Like, okay, he lost a fight against the fucking champion of the world, and now he's ass. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Now, you could argue that he's not as locked in as before. I kind of agree with that. But also, I see him at the gym all the time coaching people. You still have to have a passion if you want to coach guys and shit like that and train with them all the time. What time is it? Oh shit. I gotta wrap this up. So my pick, okay, and also Anthony Hernandez, like, I don't know, I'm remembering the Brendan Allen fight. I won't say, maybe, it was a close fight, yeah. He's getting tagged on the feet. He wasn't able to hold down as well against Brendan Allen, who is kind of quitting in the fight and was also kind of being retarded that fight and could have won it as well with the scrambles. if you know what I'm saying. I don't know. Going to go with I guess you could say veteran with Sean Strickland. 'Cause this guy's a former champ, and he lost to a former champ, one of the best in the division, a decision, which, okay. And Anthony Hernandez has looked incredible, but I think Sean is like a different level. Like, I think this guy's really good. He doesn't really get taken down. He's a very smart fighter. I don't think Hernandez is going to do what he usually does. Could be wrong, but I definitely don't think Sean Strickland should be this much of an underdog. I'm gonna pick Strickland. Those are my picks. Like and subscribe.